Hey guys, so the new set's out, and I've been wanting to play this new Taii Wakeen Perfect Shot card for months now. Me and a buddy, we looked at this card before, and we just thought it was the coolest thing. Like, this is such a well-balanced, good design, just, kind of like a burn slash control piece. Just a really cool card. And with the new set, Secrets of Strixhaven, we have two new cards called Duel Tactics and Thunderdrum Soloist, which is a tongue twister. I feel like I almost mess that up every time I try it. Let me just talk about this thing's effect real quick, I guess. So we can draw cards anytime that we deal non-combat damage to a creature equal to their toughness, which is not necessarily killing them. And you can tap this thing to pay X, and then whatever amount that you're paying into the X is for the rest of the turn. That's how much more damage any sort of non-combat damage is going to do. So that is really good for duel tactics, and the reason we're running such a small piece like this is for a couple of reasons. One is it's going to deal 1 damage, which is just a nice baseline. Like, we can always kill little guys if we want, but it's also just something that's so easy to add the exact amount of damage that we need in order to draw a card. It's also got flashback. So something that this deck shines at as a burn deck is because we have flashback on this, we have card draw from Taii Wakeen, and we have 2 Legend of Rokus, which are going to exile the top 3 of our cards when we play it. We actually have a pretty decent amount of card draw slash card, what would you say, card value. Like, we don't burn out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we don't run out of resources too early, and we can actually kind of break through that sort of mid-range point of the game, it's where a lot of burn decks tend to fail. So I think Legend of Roku especially is going to help with that a lot. Or I shouldn't say going to help, because I've already played the games. I've played quite a few games, and I've played quite a few iterations of this deck, and I gotta tell you, tunnel vision, like, if you tunnel vision too much around Taii Wakeen when you're building a deck like this, you're going to suffer. It's gonna really suck, because I played so many games and lost so many games trying to put in things like Tectonic Hazard and, like, just a whole bunch of, like, 1 damage effects. But you really need to, don't tunnel vision too much on her when you're building around her, is all I'm saying. It'll cause you misery. But I think this list is pretty good. Anyway, we have Burst Lightning as a 1 mana, deal 2 damage, and that's obviously just good. We can hit face with it. Fire Magic, we are choosing this over Tectonic Hazard because the instant speed, I think, is a lot more valuable, and we actually want to be able to kill our own stuff, particularly with Voice of Victory. When we play Fire Magic, we're only spending 1 mana, and if Taii Wakeen's out when these tokens are out, we'll actually be able to draw 2 cards. Because this thing actually works against ourselves also, which is pretty valuable when we also play Bayo, because we could kill our Bayo, sink X into it if we want, and then deal damage to their face, which is usually just going to be a finisher, so the card draw is not really going to matter here. But, there could be a world where we, like, Lightning Helix, get a draw from this thing, and do damage to face that's greater than the Lightning Helix. I don't know. I haven't really done that yet. I have killed Bayo with my own stuff a couple of times, but it is cool to know that. Mostly with Voice of Victory. This thing has a deal 1 damage to the target opponent effect, which is good for Taii Wakeen. But the main reason this is really here is because we just need a 1 mana threat that can actually, aggro. Like, actually put pressure on the board properly. So the fact that we can sink mana into this is a pretty big deal. And that's going to stop us from... So, for example, you could try to run Stadium Headliner, but the issue with that is that if they have Authority of the Consoles, you're playing very inefficiently against that card. Also, if they have Judgment, you don't have mana to sink into a guy that's going to constantly apply pressure, or any sort of control deck, right? I'm just saying Judgment as an example, Day of Judgment. I think this card is just extremely well suited for our deck, because if we are playing against a control deck, we could just continually threaten this guy, or use this guy as a threat more and more as we sink more and more mana into him, on top of the targeting opponent effect, like I mentioned. Running 2 Lightning Strikes and 4 Lightning Helix. The Lightning Helix keeps us alive against other aggro decks, and we can hit face with all these, which is pretty nice, or Planeswalkers. This Soloist is... It's an amazing card because it has reach and it's a 1/3, which means it's actually a pretty good chump block. And if you think about cards like Slingshot Show Off and just other like Angel decks or things that can't quite kill this guy or could kill this guy, it's really nice to be able to block those like bigger power creatures if you need to, and just creatures in general. But on top of that, it has this Opus effect, and you're dealing damage per instant and sorcery that you cast, and as a burn deck, that's really nice. But it also combos off with Taii Wakeen's ability on top of that, and we can spend 5 mana on Burst Lightning to get this extra effect of dealing 3 instead, which has won me several games. I think maybe 4 out of like 20 games. Okay, let's say out of the games I've won, once I actually got this this deck going, I probably won like 5 games or 4. Yeah, probably 4 out of like 10 games using that exact combo. This thing like really pops off. So Bayo is just I mean, Bayo is broken, dude. Bayo is a really broken card. I don't know, is he broken? He's really good. He's really good for this list. Just being able to continually get mana, and every time we cast an instant or sorcery spell, and we're not losing the mana, and we can sink mana into him to deal damage to face as an ender, is pretty insane. And pocketing the mana to potentially use with Taii Wakeen is also crazy good. Legend of Roko brought up. Don't think I need to bring it up again. I don't know if I mentioned the firebending aspect of this card is really good in our deck as well with Bayo and just the Taii Wakeen, because we can tap this whenever we want, so we could do it mid firebending if we want and then cast some instant spells. So lands, we have Korea Mountain Monastery, which is again another mana sink to get card draw, which is really good. Fire Nation Palace is just more mana if we use it on an attacking creature, so that just adds 2 more mana. Very useful for our kind of deck, with Bayo especially. Restless Bivouac helps us close out games, but potentially we can put our counters on like a Flyer or even a Soloist or a Voice of Victory, because these counters, I mean, think about it, like a 2/4 is pretty sick to have on the board, especially if you could just block a bunch of little tokens and whatnot. It can get a lot of value. We have 1 demo field because, you know, there can be some lands that maybe could be pretty pesky. I don't know if this is worth running because it can screw up your mana, and you might want to run just like another Plains or another Mountain or another multiversal Patches that would do the trick as well. Or an Inspiring, I don't know. I like demo field personally. I think sometimes there's just lands you got to deal with. The Earthbending land, I always bring that one up because I hate it. You know, a Fountain Port, stuff like that, you know, kind of your usual stuff. Our sideboard is, it could maybe use some improvement, but I think this is pretty good. I did run a few best of 3s. I don't think I ran into anything super meta though on my best of 3s. I feel like I think like 2 out of 3 of the opponents just left again. They roped me as usual. We have 1 Seam Rip to deal with, you know, small enchantments, small creatures that can, you know, come back from the graveyard, small artifacts, stuff like that. Fire Magic, again, just another one to deal with like go wide decks, which burn decks tend to struggle with, and we just have, you know, Taii Wakeen just makes this. I don't know if I brought it up earlier, but you know, usually you would use the tiered effect, right, in order to make this card deal more damage. But Taii Wakeen, you can do the same thing, but just so much more efficiently. And if you kill creatures with it, including herself, I think, right? I mean, I think this would pop off if you dealt damage, like 3 damage to her, it would still work. So, I mean, you could potentially just draw so many cards with a Fire Magic, so I just think it's so good. That's why there's 2 in the main deck, which you normally don't see, and I'm just adding another one here. I really do think it's better than Tectonic Hazard. I think you got to take advantage of the fact that you can draw cards from damaging your own stuff. Torch the Tower is to deal with stuff like Enduring Innocence and just, you know, annoying little skeletons and crap like that, and so they can't come back. But we can also scry and deal 3 if we sacrifice a token. Exercise to deal with, you know, your regular stuff. Get Lost is honestly something you could probably put more in, because since we're a burn deck, if we want to... Well, first off, why would you run Get Lost? You're running Get Lost because there can be, you know, there's like warpy, evoky creatures. There's like a new white card that just abuses the crap out of that mechanic, which I hate, that can exile them and bring them back into the battlefield with counters. So we definitely want to be able to have a Get Lost because, you know, we have a lot of removal, but to deal with like you know, 5, 6, 7 health creatures, like, yeah, you kind of need to get lost against that stuff. So you could do more get lost. And the downside of the map tokens is kind of irrelevant for us because we have so much other removal. So I'm not really worried about the map tokens. It's actually a pretty good card to run, I think. Rest in Peace to hate out graveyards. Braid to hate out artifacts, and, you know, it's more damage. Sears, it's either between this and Get Lost, honestly. I think I would prefer Get Lost, even though Seer does work with our deck better on paper. I just think, as a sideboard piece, you might want to do a second Get Lost, but I'm just going to stick with what I was actually running in those best of threes. I'm going to show you guys, like, I don't know how many games I'm going to show you, because I played a lot. I lost a lot. This iteration, I think, is flawless, though. I think I've played 7 games, and this has not lost, even in best of 1 or best of 3. Maybe it's lost once. I lost a lot before that, though, trust me, and I might show some of those fails, too. Boros Charm is pretty flexible. I really like this card because we can either go faster on hitting face, but the main reason you would put it in is really just to save your creatures from board wipes for the indestructible thing. At instant speed, that's just such a good thing to have. The Lorehold Charm, this is pretty new. I think this is mostly here against mill decks that run that mill artifact and just mill decks in general, because you can return something like a Taii Wakeen or a Hired Claw. You know, you can return a lot of stuff. A lot of our creatures are at that value or less. So being able to return them from graveyard, being able to destroy that artifact, that mill artifact, that little frog, like, that's honestly really a good use of this card. And then it can also be a finisher with, like, the 1/1s and trample. We're running Voice of Victory, so we can potentially deal quite a bit of damage with that, so that could be a good finisher. This is a pretty solid card. You know, we are a burn deck, so I don't think it's something we're going to center around, but that's a really good sideboard card for this this deck. And Giant Cinderball, this is just to counter life gain. You know, all there really is to say. I really like this creature because it's balanced. You know, this is what a 3-mana creature should get you. You know, interesting effect, good counter. It's a 4/3 with trample. This is a cool card. I really like this card. It's just, you know, it's not like super great, but it has its uses, I would say. So I don't think there's much else to say. I hope you guys enjoy playing this if you do decide to play it. I've done this deck intro a couple of times now, so I can't remember if I've said this or not, but keep in mind, like, do not tunnel vision around Taii Wakeen if you're going to build around her. You really need to have these other threats. You know, and we got them. Like, honestly, these are some great creatures to have. They're fun to run. They feel really good. They synergize so well with Taii Wakeen, and just try not to tunnel vision on, like, the deal 1 damage effects, because it can be really, like, sometimes it's nice to just not have to tap it and pay X. You ideally don't ever have to do that, and you would just use your spell to remove a creature and draw a card. But this does allow you to deal with, like, little threats and, like I said, card advantage with flashback, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good Taii Wakeen take. I think it's pretty solid. Like, I don't know if I've said this before, but I didn't face anything super meta. I wish I have, but just the way the matchmaker's been treating me, it's been giving me, like, really weird, like, off-meta stuff. So I'm not really sure. Like, a lot of the decks don't feel super tough to play against. But, you know, I did play against green quite a few times, and this deck did well. I think, well, this iteration did well if I did play against those decks with this deck, but yeah, like I said, I lost a lot. It's all kind of a blur. I played a lot of games. Anyway, here's some games. Have fun. Oh, that's cute. That is a cool card. So we firebend. Do we need to Boros Charm first? Or do we do that second? Let me think. how much do we need to do? We need to, like, kill him now. So we need to do 4 damage to the Planeswalker. But we can't do that yet. We gotta do it, gotta do it after, I think. Okay, so then we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. That'd be 4 damage. Oh no, we actually have to do this. Good game. I couldn't get it. Could we have done it in the... dude, I think we may have been able to get that. I don't know. Do we just do this, kind of skip our turn 1? It is unfortunate. I think we do that. Actually, he might not have a removal. He could have a Seam Rip. But this burst or this Lightning Helix could do the exact amount of damage we need it to. Because if he puts the Lion down, it'll be at 3. Okay, the Channeler. So if we get a land, okay, unfortunate. That's okay though. We just burst, and then we'll do Higher Claw. But this gives us another chance to get a land. We don't. Unlucky. Whoa. Once each turn, you may cast a creature spell with power 2 or less. I don't think we really care. There is a world where we get a draw off. I think we just hit though. We have burst and Lightning Helix, so I think this is good. We have 23 lands in the deck. Hopefully we get a land. Okay. Jeez, alright, here we go. I think we just drop Bayo. Ooh, we are walking right into a split up. We're walking right into it. Oh, lucky us. Maybe we just do this. And we could deal 4 now. To a permanent.
Stay close.
Deals non-combat damage to a creature. Okay.
Your size belies your bravery.
We do need to just do this. I feel like he would have put down the lion already if he had it. We really need to... Oh man, do we do Legend of Roku next? I'm gonna activate this guy. I'm gonna pressure him. Yeah, here we go. That is what we wanted. Wow, that was amazing. That was a flawless game from this deck. This looks pretty good. The dual tactics to deal with the early threats, and the hired claw to add pressure early. This is nice. I want to start getting this, the tokens on this thing early, the counters. Whenever you cast a spell with the amount is greater than the power of toughness. Okay. This thing's gonna get big. Okay. It's probably GG. This game is so lame sometimes. Yeah, I mean, we literally just lose. We literally just lose on that. This is retarded. I mean, it's just like green literally has absolutely everything. Like red has nothing. Red is just left in the dumps. Green is more aggro, more late gamey, more card draw. It's ridiculous. Like, the only way Mono Red wins is just with Slingshot Show Off, and that's it. Like, if that card got removed, Mono Red literally can't do anything. Like, I always try to play Mono Red without it, and you're just screwing yourself. Maybe we have an easier opponent, though. He's using a Foundation land. Oh, okay, this stuff. Okay, nice. I think we can do this. He's checking out our card. I kind of want to rage bait him. Ooh, crap. I kind of forgot that he's gonna get a counter. That's not good. Nice. Is there a world where we draw? Nah, I guess there's not. Do we would we end it all? We're gonna try. We're gonna try. This might be giga troll. Might be horrible trolling. But I'm gonna try to squeeze the value out of Bayo right now, just because we have a lot of removal. I'm just gonna hope for the best here. So sheltered by ghost, and he gets lifelink. Oh my god. We sadly have to decline. So it is ward 2. Not the worst thing in the world. You know what we should have done? We probably should have waited a little. Actually, this is good. This is good. Because we don't want the life gain to happen when he gets another life gaining creature out. Oh no, not this thing. I think we Legend of Roku now, but I could be wrong. We kind of need removal open. Yeah, I think we need to leave removal open. Hopefully he doesn't have a split up. We still have Roku though, we could still recover if he did. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking would happen. And then now we probably Roku. Lightning strike, thank you. Yeah, we have to hold up the lightning strike. He has so much life right now, we don't really need to worry about trying to like rush him or something. He sees my lightning strike, right? What do we do first? I think we Legend of Roku. Yeah. And then I guess we get our Firebending student down. Yeah, because we could still kill stuff with our Burst Lightning, so it's good. I can't say thanks. You gotta say nice, man. I can't say thanks. Yeah, the split up might be coming. Okay, good. And there's the life. You know, we're gonna lose this guy anyway. Let's just use him. Yeah, and if we want, we can get a Dragoon. And we're gonna keep this guy in our hand because he could... We used both our Rokus, which is cool. Like, it's gained us a lot of an advantage, but if he board wipes, we're cooked. Okay, we can't do anything about that. And it might not matter. But I'm curious... Oh yeah, let's just do this. Ooh, that may have been a bad move. At least he doesn't get more cards from it. Yeah, that may not have been the best idea. We're gonna keep this one. He still gets life. Oh, that's so brutal. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Okay. Definitely do this. We want him to hit this guy. We're gonna make him look scary. Don't you want to, like, defend your stuff? Okay, so if he kills Bayo... He's not gonna kill Bayo. Crap. We do have him dead next turn, though. Yeah. Okay. If he pulls a sweeper out, we are cooked. This is just one life. Not a big deal. We don't really care about the card draw, or we definitely don't care about the counters. That doesn't matter. You draw all the cards you want, it's too late. Okay. Do I get another dragon out? Or do I just use Bayo? I think we just get another dragon out. Might get 2 out, honestly. Because we'll get our mana back. He's only got 2 creatures to block with. We're gonna get so much firebending. If we can draw anything to kill our own Bayo, that would be great. But we're basically with Bayo right now. It's like, if he has a Sheltered by Ghost next turn, we do just lose. I'm just kind of all-inning this. I think that is what you need to do with decks like this. You just go all in. Like, don't half commit. Like, going all in and just relying on all the... Because I have a lot of stuff that can kill my own Bayo. Okay, we drew land. That is unfortunate. So, we might need to hold... see, I shouldn't have done Bayo for the firebending. I need to slow down there. Yeah, do we need to hold Bayo back? I think we do. Yeah, which means he doesn't get the firebending. Ah, that was so stupid. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, nice. We can just kill him. We just need him to hit us. Actually, even the Sheltered by Ghosts, I forgot. You know, earlier he did it. It would activate Bayo. So unless he just exiles him, I think we just... Well, no, even... I don't know. I think, yeah, it just leaves the battlefield, yeah. I think we're just good. Like, none of this matters. We just need to... if he just sits here, he can just keep sitting here. And he might. Did he really still not get a land? There it is. There we go. I almost didn't click it. I think that's enough. Okay, hell yeah. That was sick. You know, I kind of like starting with Hired Claw and Burst Lightning. This is late, but I mean, whatever. We have lands for it. Okay, so he's also cooking a little bit. What do we do? I think we are on the back end, so we kind of have to do this. He got to take the first move. He might just win because of that, honestly. Not even cope, I promise. Okay, no burst. What's he got? Lightning Strike, okay. Did he just draw that? Because it went by really fast on our turn. I guess we do this. See, this is where Legend of Roku puts in work. Is this right here. Like, now we can actually gain, like, a pretty substantial advantage. Because we got the turn 4. Very nice. And we could play Vav and Bayo. And he still didn't put anything down. I think I might just would play, the thing is, we're gonna die. Let's see Vav. Right, we put that down. He can't hurt Bayo on our turn. I like that. And then we'll just go red, enter tapped. Because I don't think we're going to be able to kill anything with just 1 damage. Okay, lightning strikes Vav. And now we got a dude. And he's going to firebend us and wrap us up. Do I Restless Bivouac? He used 2 lightning strikes. Is that greedy? That might be a little greedy. I think we just keep playing our advantage, which is Quarry Mountain Monastery. Ooh, ouch. Well, we can Firebend next turn. Okay. I think we could have tapped one of our lands there, whoops. So, what we can do here... How does it go? Yeah, okay, I think we just Lightning Strike and... Dual Tactics. So Dual Tactics was basically free. And we are very in control now. And we're gonna Lightning Helix this guy. Maybe not yet. Alright, he skipped his turn. Let's do this. And... Are you gonna do anything? This is being stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. Whoa, changed the target? Oh, whoa, okay, that was sick, that was sick. What is this, new card? No, that's old. That was cool. Destroy artifact, change the target, a spell, 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Dude. I wish this was like destroy target enchantment. That would be an easy include. Okay. We should have just saw if he blocked that, but then he'd probably just burst us down, right? So I guess this is fine. Oh, we didn't use our firebending. Whoops. I'm so used to Bayo. Alright, good game. So the Roku, I really like this deck works so much better with Roku. It's insane. Oh, I get Taii Wakeen in my opening hand? That's rare, man. Alright, so we gotta do the tap land first. This does kind of suck that we don't have a Hired Claw. Do I need to... I guess we can wait. We might have to do Dual Tactics without putting down Perfect Shot. I think we need to do that. That really sucks. Yeah. That is a bummer. We could draw so many cards, man. I mean, in my head we can draw so many cards. In reality, we actually can't. In reality, this guy gets instantly killed, and then he gets a huge lead where we would go down to like 10 HP. And then he just burns us with stuff. So we kind of just have to Lightning Strike or do we Duel Tactics? I think we... Ah, dude, I'm just gonna... Do I just test this? Do I just test this for fun? So, I don't know if I kill him because he's legendary. I think I go for the Stadium Headliner. But then it's like my mana is so inefficient. I've got to do it, man. I can't help it. I can't help it. I want to like limit test the card, you know? I've got another one. I can replace it. We'll go down to 10 HP. Screw it. I don't know if we block, though, because if he has a burst, I don't want him to kill me. Now, if he has a lightning strike, unlucky. Or a lightning helix, which he probably does. He probably does. But hopefully we can just replace Taii Wakeen. You know, I think the Warleader's call decks don't really run helix in the main board, do they? Can I lightning helix and get away with it? See, I'm a little concerned here. He held up so much mana. That makes me want to wait. If he wants to waste mana, that's good for us. And I want to be able to lightning helix his Ralph, I think. It sucks that we don't have... I kind of want to attack and see like it bait out a block, but I don't think that's the way to go. Are you going to just waste 3 mana, sir? You are. That's good for me. Oh, he's got so much red now. We might be cooked. So he does do an Abrade. In response, we kill this guy. I guess we could have fire magicked. Oh, dude, we could have fire magicked. Right? Dude, if we like... It might come in handy. The fire magic might come in real handy. Soon. Oh, that would have been good, though. We fire magic, but we use Taii Wakeen to bring it up to 3. Dude. Because it would have got the Ralph. It would and it would have killed the headliner. Yeah, fire magic is just... I really think it's better than the Tectonic card. That was like the perfect scenario for it. Well, he didn't really have anything to remove my stuff. Is it worth paying life here? I think it's not. Beautiful. Oh, Authority. Okay, this is not your standard Warleader's call deck, because I don't think they run Authority. Although I do think Authority is kind of cool in the list, it just doesn't really... You know, I think it's better to just go all in. Wow. Okay, so he's scared of me. And this is why Hired Claw is better than Stadium Headliner in this deck. Is against Authority, we're not going to get anywhere near as screwed over. It's actually so much better. And that's a really big deal. Do we even want Vav? I mean, it's fine. We're gonna put it down on the board, even if it's not amazing. Hopefully he doesn't get another split up. Then we're in trouble. Yeah, so it looks like your standard Warleader's call deck, but he's adding Authority in it with some split ups. Kind of cool, kind of a cool little take. So I think we just do this. Sir, do you want to block? I don't know what that was. I was trying to go like Indian there, but I don't think it came out right. Yeah, see, look at the pressure Hired Claw has on this guy. It's just so good. It's so good. Alright, so that's gonna happen. You know, I wonder if it's worth killing my own Voice of Victory here. I don't think it is. I think we want to maintain this pressure on him. And we can just exile stuff. Beautiful. Fire Nation, I'll take that. Look at that. Perfect. Firebending with this guy? Oh my gosh. Perfect. Absolutely lovely. So, do we need to just get rid of our... I think we draw. I think we could take some damage. It's not a big deal. Okay, and that's a great card to have, actually. Let's do... this. And that. Just to be safe. Yeah, like him, like, imagine this guy with this guy. So... I guess we do Legend of Roku first? And yeah, we should have done it before we played the land. That was stupid. Let's do this. He can just kill stuff as he is right now, which is nice. Ooh, we can't... This is a little awkward. We could do 5. He goes down to 4. I kind of just want to clear the board, though. I'm not going to lie. But I'm worried about Voice of Victory getting too good. Or what I'm worried about is... that's not what I meant. I'm worried about Voice of Victory being too good. Like, if he split up again... But we have a Roku down at this point. We can't even kill this guy. We probably should have just... Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we definitely should have done that. I don't know why I left this, We're making mistakes. We're overthinking. Overcomplicating it. Okay, get lost. Not exactly what you want against my deck. It's early, by the way, guys. My coffee's not kicked in. We will block. I wonder if we made a deadly mistake, man. We might have. Let's do a guy here. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, yikes. Okay, do we... Firebend? Yeah, I really don't want to kill my Bob. That's the issue I'm having right now. You know, we could kill our Vob and it's not the biggest deal in the world because Legend of Roku comes back out. Dude, not putting the mana on that Hired Claw earlier might really come back to bite me. He's like, I really don't want my back beast to die. We lose one, then I 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Let's do a fire magic of 2, maybe? Now let's do this. We're not going to draw another land. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I think he has a land. So he's gonna do 3. I'm just so glad he didn't have another one of those, one of these guys, Delny. Do I just fire magic and just... I'm gonna do it. I'm a little suspicious of this guy right now. I'm a little suspicious. I want to block the Pack Beast. I knew something funny was going on. There's some funny business going on there. Okay, we should be good. Burst? I'll take a burst. I think we got this one. Yep, there we go. Man, being able to finish the game off with this guy, so satisfying. So, he's got some problematic cards for us. Let's do this. We need the Seer. Do we just go heavier on hitting face? This could be good or not that great. Fire magic is definitely incredible. Is a Rest in Peace needed? I don't think it is. Get Lost is atrocious. We don't need a Braids. I feel like we're gonna need some sort of enchantment removal at some point. But if it's not the case, like if he's not gonna use a Warleader, I think we just kill his creatures is how we do with Warleader's Call, right? We don't even worry about it. Because like Exercise in our hand just doesn't do anything for a while. Lightning Helix is great. We could maybe go... Like, Dual Tactics is good to... it's not that great. It's like, it works well with Taii Wakeen, but I don't want to lean too hard into it. I think we might give up all of them, honestly. We could. Yeah, the fire magics just seem like they're going to put in work. Maybe we go down by quite a bit. And but the flashback is nice. Like, making sure that we can deal with those headliners and just having a spell for her to use, like, it helps us maintain card advantage. So maybe we go down... See, the chump blocking is so nice against this guy, though. Like, it is really nice while we get value. Do I just go without the Dual Tactics? Do I even need the Seam Rip? We do need the Seam Rip. I think I'm gonna go down one, done. That's close. I'm not so sure about that. You know, honestly, our deck is kind of just, well, like, in a good spot to outcompete other Boros decks, I think. Which is really, really, like, a really good sign. Because we have Roku to kind of push us over the edge. And we have enough removal to deal with, like, the Voices of Victories, the Headliners, stuff like that. I think we go a slow start. Let him put down Ralph, let him put down the Archer. Yeah, I think it might have been a mistake to go down that many dual tactics. But I'm not 100% on that. If he has a Warleader's Call, we're in trouble. We could Fire Magic Bird. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, dude. Okay, we're gonna take some damage. We actually need to kill him right now. Like, kill his stuff. Yeah, we just let him get a hit in for, like, no reason. Okay, this is kind of nice. Here's the issue. We have to Fire Magic this turn. And that's gonna put us in range of him bursting us down, but I think we do it anyway. Yeah, here it comes. It's gonna get lost, that's alright. Really made a mistake letting him get in, like, what was it? 5 damage? Yeah. Voice of Victory is just so strong. I kind of hate that I'm abusing it, but in order to get this deck to work, I felt like I needed it. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Like, how are you meant to outcompete other Boros decks? Like, you just need it. That could be a problem. Do I really have to spend 2 bursts to deal with Bea? I mean, to deal with Vav. I really don't want to, but I think I'm gonna have to. That's good news. So either way, we are gonna get our mana, which is nice. And I'm gonna use this now because we are running low on cards. Sure. It's a threat he has to remove. And because our other Bayo, we have to wait for this Bayo to die. And it protects our Bayo on our turn. Another get lost, well. If he puts down a creature, okay, we're in luck. So we want to do this first. Do I... See, he could split up, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, I want to just do these tokens. Yes, Seer is good. Seer is good. I'm amazed I haven't seen Warleader's Call. This looks like an older version of Boros. So we do this. I think we Restless Bivouac. That's actually not the play because we need to use Seer, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put it on this guy, so because we have him activated. Let's just run with the play. We're gonna put our counters on the Restless Bivouac because I don't want him to just like Seer Voice of Victory. I guess we should have. Yeah, that was stupid. We should have kept it on our Voice of Victory. Okay, not true. I'm playing around the split up. That's what. Okay, so subconsciously, I understood. See how I'm overthinking this stuff? Because he could split up right now. We're kind of trying to force the split up out of him. And we have a Seer. Oh, dude. Chainsaw can't kill us. It's a lovely day. Alright, so I think we used Demo Field. So first we Seer. Well, he can't attack next turn, right? Maybe we're fine. Let's do this. Attack with Vav. Because he used Chainsaw. Yeah, this doesn't give anyone haste or anything, so I think we're okay. Yes, that was the right move. That was the right move. And I think we kill you. Yeah. All right, a little bit of overkill, but I just it's cool that we're able to use Restless as well. Couldn't help it. I don't think it's rude. It's cool. Yeah, this feels like an older version of Boros. It's not bad. It's just it feels very alchemy. I think this is like an alchemy version. Really, man? You're gonna rope me? Like, a fellow Boros player? Like, come on, man. We're both Boros. Like I said, though, it's a really good sign, for me anyway, when you can beat the other Boros decks. Granted, this is not the Warleader's Call version, and we definitely could have died by now, I think, if it was. Like, if he had gotten his land on turn 3 and put down a Warleader's Call, we'd probably just lose. I think we could still beat it, though. Like, I really want to match up against it. Not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of slow, though. Against Ninja Turtles. I'm presuming, right? I think we need more removal than this. We'll draw it. If he gets to stay alive and we get Bayo down... Ooh. Okay. There's a real chance. Could it be we're in a Boros matchup again? And this is the Warleader's Call version? Could it be? No, maybe mono red. Wow. Okay. Well, him not removing my stuff is really good. Do I want to play around a potential Slag Storm? I don't think I do. I think in general it's a safer bet to just... Because if he's playing very heavy on the creatures... Ooh, do we Roku? I think we do. I think we'd use Firebending. Alright. We can do this. See how we saved 2 life there because of this Fire Nation Palace? We would have had to pay 2 life to get this thing down. That would have really sucked. So does he have like Mayhem? Have haste. Yeah, this guy. Get Taii Wakeen down. Do we do Fire Nation Palace first? Let's block with our Vav. And I think we... Oh, we can't tap yet. This sucks. Alright, let's just do the dual tactics. We should have put this guy down first. That's a huge mistake. I think we just dual tactics again. Yeah, I guess we just put this guy down. If he has a Slag Storm, he zoned me. I don't think he does, though. So we could have had an extra damage in, man. That sucks. And maybe we should have attacked with Voice of Victory. Yeah, in hindsight, yeah. Because we had a lot of creatures to chump block with. What does this guy do? Enters. Oh my god, he's gonna do 2 damage? Jeez. Alright, well good thing we have Taii Wakeen. Alright, we need to dual tactics the dude here. So we go 4. I really want to Fire Nation first. But like we can't. This sucks. We have to attack with a lot of stuff first, and I don't want to lose my stuff. So I'm going to do this. Okay. And we could have done it again. Why did I end up doing so much damage to that guy just then? Wait, how does this work again? If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell. I didn't spend it to cast it, though. I feel like I did like a crap load of damage, and I'm like missing why I did a crap load of damage. Does this really count as mana to cast the spell? No. If it does, this deck is way better than what I thought it was, if that's the case. So let's get a Seer. Let's get a Braid, Torch, Fire Magic, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know if this stuff matters. Hired Claw for pressure is pretty important, but I think we want to remove his stuff more than the other way. And then Voice of Victory, being able to stop him from burning us down. Torch is probably not that important. Dual attacks, like one of those can go. Maybe two of those can go. We really need to make sure we can kill his stuff. Kind of want to try this. It's really good with our Voice of Victory. Maybe go down one Lightning Strike, one Braid, maybe. We really need to be removing his stuff. Yeah, let's not play games. Maybe, dude, Get Lost is not great. Seam Rip. I feel like our stuff's pretty well. I think this is good. This is me classic overthinking again. I think our list, we just have to draw the stuff we need to draw. We've even just the regular main deck alone is pretty well suited to deal with this kind of stuff. That turtle scares me though. I'm not gonna lie. That's 7/5 turtle. Is that like a 4-mana creature? That's a cool creature. Kind of reminds me of the I don't know why, because I think it was a 7/7 Hearthstone, but that Shaman Overload totem card. You put it down on like turn 2 or 4, and it's like Overload 2 or 4. I can't remember. Just a big dude. Oh, good time to sip on the coffee. Okay, that's a lot of lands, but the Fire Nation and the Restless Bivouac combo. Not even a combo. It's more of the Hired Claw Fire Nation combo is nice. I don't think this guy's here to play though. Okay, another another Roper. Best of 3 seems to be full of those lately.